me clean that camera a bit. Hold on. That's better. Okay, it's literally the same, but nothing. Hey guys, why do I do this to myself? I don't know. This is tea, by the way. We got the tea. We got our Nerf Pro Mags. We got our darts. And we got this. So we are good. We are going to be streaming. We're going to be streaming for a little here, hopefully. A lot of ideas. And as you can see, why do I do this to my life? What, why? I don't even know why I got this. It was $36 on sale. Sure, that's a good deal, but oh gosh, I don't even care why that YouTuber is the worst. Hello, Spider Avenger Miller. I don't know why. British, but also as an American, is Andrew Garfield once again. Guys, this is not British tea. This is good old-fashioned American Milo's sweet tea. This is what America is, not British. I'm not British, mate. Okay, mate? I'm not British. If I were British, I would be British. But I'm not British. Anyhow, we get our bottle of water. Actually, so we're going to be shooting this. I should have loaded these mags ahead of time, but I didn't. Sweet or unsweet? It is sweet. It is sweet. We don't do unsweet here. That is a sin, and we don't do that here. That's tea. Now that's wine. That's not alcohol. I swear, if we keep doing this joke, I am going to freak out. This is not alcohol. This is sweet tea. Milo sweet tea. And it's delicious, too. Also, guys, the last thing I'll ever need is alcohol, so don't worry. Hello, Toast Tunes. Yeah, true. I mean, look, I don't judge, unsweet tea. There's been a couple times, I'd like make a hot cup of tea at night and I don't have sweeteners. So I'm just like, I'll just do it. I'll make as much random jokes as you can. But yeah. So we got a bunch of darts. I actually got worker darts. You quit Nerf? Are you serious? No. Well, we got some darts. We're going to load up. We got the Worker Gen 3s. These are Worker Gen 3 glow darts, and they're not heavies. Ah, dang it. Sorry to say. Well, I'm not going to ban you unless you say something absolutely horrible. I live in the West, which means no tea. Really? Is that what it means? I don't know. I don't know. What does the West do besides, like, California? I don't know. Yeah. All right, let's see. We're gonna load up darts, and there's no in particular order. We got all the darts. We got the Nerf Pro darts. We got Ember darts. The heavies are really good. Yes, I'm gonna stick with the lights though, because I do prefer me a little bit of range. As of now, but we got the Gen 3s. But yeah, I'm not here for Nerf. Just checking in. Well, thanks for checking in. Green healthy smoothie type drinks. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, those aren't too bad if you get a good one. Goodbye, CSG. I'm gonna miss you, dude. You're great to talk to. Yeah, we got the nitro shorts. I only got a few of those, and then we might have like 2 of the bamboo darts. So anyhow, we got darts though. We got a lot. Just most of them are worker and ember darts. And we're gonna shoot at the pillow about 10 feet away from me. And I already know I'm going to miss accurate shots. I already tested this thing, by the way. This is just more on stream testing. This thing sucks. This thing sucks. A6 running shirt. Oh, is that what this is? I don't know. I got it from a thrift store. Or I think my grandmother got it, and she gave it to me. One of those two. But, yeah, we're going to test this. I already tested this. It sucks. I'm sorry, guys. I wanted to like this. I do like the design. I think it's almost perfect. If they added a little trigger guard, that's the only thing I really want. Because, I'm trying to do the trigger discipline. But I've been doing this, so it works. But, oh, wow, that's amazing. Well, that's good to know. I didn't know where this comes from, so that's pretty cool. But, like, yeah, but they could have added trigger guard. But in my opinion, I guess conspiracy theory that Brico is half American and half English. Like, I am not half British. I am not half British. I think I'm like I know I'm like a very, very distant descendant of Queen Victoria, but that's like very hard. Yeah, I did buy a Cinder. The post I made was a joke. I was being sarcastic if you couldn't tell. Get light 3. Now the kids wear training shoes as casual shoes. As casual shoes. Oh, that's amazing. Um, but yeah, so this thing kind of sucks. I really wanted to like it. I do like the design. I almost would say it's perfect. It's like my kind of design. It feels like if Apple made a blaster, if that makes sense. And I don't even like Apple, but you know what I'm saying. All right, let's see. But the biggest problem I have with this is the accuracy, which is from the misaligned flywheels, and the bog down on this is unreal. So you literally have to mod it to make it even remotely usable. But we're gonna shoot the pillow. That was bad. From 10 feet away, and this pillow is almost like 3. It's a big pillow I have propped up on a chair, and I half of those shots just missed. Oh my gosh, I don't want to do this, guys. This thing sucks. Why, Hasbro? Why? Well, we're gonna load this up again. We're gonna load these 2 mags up again. We gotta hurry and do it so you don't get bored of me just talking. I think the issue with the Venom was the Venom Pro dropped so close to time that many didn't see the point. I mean, look, I get that, and like, I'm not like it's not that like I'm not like a Dart Zone, fanboy or anything like that. But like, and I'm not a Hasbro hater either. But like, the problem with this is that it just out of the box has so many issues, and I might have said why. I don't know what I said. And like it has so many issues. This is even worse than the Maxim Pro, and I can't believe I'm saying that. Like the Maxim Pro is constantly burning out, which sucks. Review of that coming Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. Nerf is a mere side company to Hasbro. Yeah, I know. I know. I just say Hasbro. Why? Because it's I don't know. But Hasbro, whatever. But yeah, what really sucks though is that this is just defective out of the box. You have to fix it yourself. And another big problem is the bog down with the flywheel. The flywheels is so bad. When I fired fast, half darts are flying down to 50 feet, which is terrible for a Pro Blaster. Nerf copy Dart Zone, and I think that's could be what it is. It seems like they rushed these to get them out. Is that a Megalodon tooth? No, Megalodon tooth would be way much bigger. This is just something I got from Florida, or I didn't get it from Florida. A sibling of mine went to Florida and got this for me as like a souvenir. So yeah. Also, guys, if you think the necklace is tacky, let me know because I'm just wearing this because I don't know. But it's I think it's a tiger shark tooth. I could be wrong. I'm not like the biggest expert on sharks. I know a good bit, but I'm not the biggest expert. But no, it's not a Megalodon tooth. Megalodon tooth is like almost 10 times the size. You couldn't have a Megalodon tooth as a necklace. It's that big. Oh wow, that's neat. Yeah, dude, I actually used to collect shark teeth, and I had this Megalodon tooth. I don't know where it went. I just did a review in the Boa RC6, and one of the darts straight up reached 100 feet. That's crazy. I saw the review. Yeah. Are you sure you got that right? Like, I would get like a tape measure or something from Harbor Freight someday or something like that. But yeah. No, that's crazy. Alpha Strike blasters can be hit or miss. I'm not the biggest Alpha Strike hater out there. But yeah. All right, let's get this. I just hate how this like seriously. But yeah, no, Andy, I definitely get it. I'll use any chance I get to bring up the Megalodon. Because it's cool. All right. Like again, this thing looks sick. This is really well designed. But the fact that like it's like they're trying to compete with Dart Zone, they rushed it too fast. Or whatever. If they took a little more time, I'd have been fine. And maybe even a rechargeable battery. I don't necessarily mind that, but like make it where it can at least handle the voltage. If you have to go down to 120, 130 FPS, do that. But the voltage to like this is like getting around 150, I believe, and these batteries aren't able to keep up, and it kind of sucks. That was pretty accurate, which is a first. I was keeping it pretty stable last time, and they were just completely missing the mark. The groupings on these are still terrible, though. Like, what should I run with the Riot Shield? And it can extend like one in RS Rainbow Six. I can't read the thing because the chat fades. I'm serious. It literally does that. What should I run with a Riot Shield? It can extend like the one in Rainbow Six and has a Claymore on the front. I don't know. I'm not a Rainbow Six fan, but I would say I actually think the Bullpup was a good choice. It just like I think that was a great choice. The biggest again, I'm not going to complain about the design and stuff too much because the actual issues go down to the internals and what the choices they made internally. I couldn't give a crap about the other stuff. As long as it works and it isn't obnoxiously bad, I'm fine. But the internal stuff is what makes it suck. As for what would be good to run with a Riot Shield, I would say something you could keep in your hand that's like small and compact but still does a good job. If you're looking for pro blasters, I'd actually say the Venom Pro might be a good one for you. But then again, you want to have something that has a lot of ammo and that you can hold with one hand because you don't want to have to be reloading if you're carrying a shield. So I'd actually say if you want to use a Riot Shield, a good one might be, oh, hey, Tess, hello. Welcome to the chat. Angle Mag also didn't help me want to buy it. Yeah, the Angle Mag is weird, but it's not the worst choice. Again, I know like these, oh, that was weird. I know all these choices are like not good or like little nitpick things. Hello, Frisk. I was thinking the Venom Pro. And the one I'd actually recommend with a Riot Shield, this is a crazy one, but the Alpha Auto 72. Hear me out. It's really well balanced because it has a gigantic grip, so you can easily carry it with one hand. It's not hard at all. And the batteries are weighted on top of there, so it's really well balanced. And it has a lot of capacity, so you don't need to constantly reload. I'm actually glad it uses an angled mag. Nobody used that mag type, so it's nice to see it getting attention. That is true. Desperado is good. Oh, yeah, that's a good one to use. Hello, Strongarm. Everyone, I found... Oh, that's good to hear, first. You should have spent those 30 more on a lot in St. Louis. Yeah, well, here's the thing, guys. I'm returning this. I'm literally recreating the turn to Synergy. I mean, it's not... Yeah, it's whatever. Oh, that was bad. It just went... This is 10 feet away, and I'm not hitting the big, giant flower on the pillow. Okay, I know this is not something you can, like... It doesn't work. Yeah, I'll do either of those, although I kind of need the money. It's fine. It's fine. As long as it doesn't like start a big conversation, it's fine. People get off topic. What's going on? I'm shooting this stupid thing that I absolutely hate because why can't Nerf Pro be good? I just want Nerf Pro to be good. I hope the next wave is. Oh, the sender sucks terribly. The flywheel cages are misaligned in everyone's, and including mine. I can't hit a pillow from 10 feet away, and it's a big pillow too. And it also has the worst bog down, which I'll demonstrate here in a second. But oh, that was bad. It literally just went. That's not really swearing. It's fine. Yeah, it's not too big a deal. Guys, I almost want to cut the string here. This is bad. You can't see, but it's literally going that way. It's going that way. I'm aiming this way. It's going that way. They should make a Nerf Pro Blaster that shoots 1,200 rounds per minute and fires from 100 rounds straight mag. Nerf just needs to make a Pro rough cut for HVZ. Yes, exactly. I want to see Pro Smart AR Blasters. Can we get Pro Smart AR Blasters? It's not that hard. When you're done doing this, call me so we can have a complaint session. Oh, yeah, for sure. I already found 2 torrents at one of my local Goodwills. No way. Are you kidding me? No, I believe that because I've seen Out of Ideas thrifting. He's seen some wild stuff there, so I believe that. It's not hitting the pillow from 10 feet away. Let me show you how big this pillow is. This is a big pillow, guys. I'm a huge guy. I'm 6'3". It's not hitting the pillow. It's 10 feet away. Half the shots are not hitting the pillow. Oh. Testing complaining? Just, oh my gosh. Yes, pro barrel break with shells. Yes. All right, here's an idea. Go refund it and buy 3 Desperados. That's actually not a bad idea because I want to get a half dart Desperado and an N series and make the N series Desperado. All right, we're gonna reload this. I'm gonna try to show you the background. No, I'm gonna return this and I'll probably get. I'd actually. There's so many boxes to get. Yeah. Oh, it's funny. By the way, Tess, when are you going to sell mini ones? Because I will buy a Test Flush. Okay. Also, one small complaint about these angled mags I don't like. They are a pain in the absolute butt to load. I actually don't like loading short dart mags in general. That's my biggest complaint with short darts. They're a big pain in the butt to load because I have giant hands and these darts are tiny. So I have to just get them in. I prefer full lengths. I'm sorry. I don't get the hype of short darts. Besides, I get it, they're more practical and technically better, but they're not easier to use for people like me. It's not going to be for a long while. I don't think anyone would buy them. That is grossly not true. A lot of people will buy them. If not, I'll get Phase 1 Foam to buy 14 of them. But yeah, let's load this up. I agree. Short dart mags are annoying to load. I mean, again, I don't think they're bad. Don't get me wrong. I think it's just more annoying to load than full lengths. I still like pro stuff in short darts. I just think it's not for me as much. It's just not as for me. I'll use it if a Nerf 4 has it, but if I have the option to use an 80 FPS blaster or 900 FPS blaster full length, I'm gonna do it. All right, let's see. Couldn't agree more. Short darts are the most overrated thing in the world. Again, they have a reason to be overrated because they have advantages, but they also have disadvantages. Neither are bad. Just they fill different roles, and they fill different niches. All right, we're gonna fire really fast and just listen to this. I hope you could hear how bogged down it gets, but it starts to just shoot lower and lower. Let me go a little faster. I can try to do the finger tap or whatever. It bogs down so bad. I hate it. Stephens to the eye. Gosh. Hello, General Strife. We're complaining about this thing. I'm not British. This is Milo sweet tea. If I see one more British joke, I don't know. I'm not going to ban anyone. I don't like British jokes. But what do you guys think of the Cinder? Anyone who has the Cinder, I'll give Dart Zone. Here's the thing. I give Dart Zone and Nerf equal crap. When they mess up, we need to complain about it, because if we don't, they're just going to ignore it. And that's why I like Dart Zone at least make some improvements. And again, Nerf makes improvements. Nerf listened to the hobby when they because these are compatible. These are worker angle compatible mags. Okay, so Nerf is listening. They didn't make proprietary mags. They're still trying. Worker. I mean, Nerf is listening. They're still trying, but they're not. They're not doing the most important part, which is quality control. Why are the pyramids in Egypt? The British couldn't fit them on the ships. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, that's crazy. Oh, Timmy. Father drunk up the rent money. Oh, I'm sorry. That was so dark. We can't afford bread now. Father drunk up the rent. I'm sorry. That's just dark. I'll get a Cinder on clearance in the future. Just don't I know a lot of people say this and it's an overused statement. Buy a Dart Zone Venom Pro, or not the Maxim Pro, but get a Stripe X. Spend the extra and get a Stripe X. It's going to be worth it at the end of the day. The Stripe X blows this thing out of the water. And again, I would recommend this because it has a great design. It's great for CQB, and it packs a punch, but it doesn't have accuracy. any accuracy like capabilities at all. It's completely inaccurate unless you go in there and fix it yourself, and it takes 8 AA's, which is very unreliable unless you you'll literally have to mod the blaster for it to be usable because it guzzles through 8 AA's really fast. And yeah, 8 AA's is a lot. So you're gonna have to mod yours, and also the Nerf Pro Darts suck. I mean, but again, I like it when Nerf and Dart Zone do try to listen sometimes, but they got to get their quality control in the game. I mean, I guess just don't get the Cinder. It's worse than all of them objectively. Like, I know people joke about oh yeah, Dart Zone's overrated, but seriously, do not get the Cinder. It's a waste of money unless you're willing to mod. But yeah, I can't hit a target from 10 feet away, and it's a Pro Blaster. I mean, you could try. Good luck with that. But it's bad. It's not a good blaster, and by any means, which sucks. And all right, let's get this loaded up. At 40, I'd rather get the MK3 than the Cinder. Exactly. The MK3 has more potential. When Dart Zone borked, Crafty offering looks like a better value. Yeah, I get what you mean. I mean, I'm not going to say the Maxim is a better value than this because at least this doesn't burn out. But if you're going to mod one, mod the Maxim because it's going to be easier to mod. Because at this point, it's just which blaster do you want to mod more? Because for this, you're going to have to mod it to take a rechargeable battery or something, or figure something out because this battery setup doesn't match the requirements of a Pro Blaster. So you're going to have to mod this to take a LiPo, and you're going to have to align the flywheel cages. The Maxim, at least you're just going to have to get rid of the micro switch, or replace the micro switch. But yeah, get any Pro flywheeler. Don't get this. All right, that was a little bit more accurate. Of course, all the Nerf Pro darts I shot out of it did not go accurate, but this thing is just not accurate. So you have to rewire the Maxim anyways, so it's honestly balances out. I guess that's true. True, get the Strife. Get a Strife and mod it. Just get a Strife X and don't mod it. Get a Venom Pro. If you want a CQB blaster that does you can use in the same function. It's a small blaster, so it works for CQB, and you can semi-auto it. Just buy a Nexus Pro No, we're not buying Nexus Pros. We're done with that. Thunderbolt and Lithium AA's hits between 110 to 120. Exactly. I want a Venom with a hip holster. Yeah, exactly. The Venom blows this thing out of the water. The same price, and it blows this thing out of the water. Get the new Omnia that's coming out. They fixed the Omnia, so get that. Thing is, when you're going to overhaul something anyways, the Maxim is $10 cheaper. Not only has a way better ergonomic setup, but has a conventional mechanism. Yeah, and that is true. But also, it still has stuff you can use. You don't have to get LiPo connectors because it already has an XT30 connector and all that. Have you tried using the Nerf Pro darts in the non-Nerf Pro blasters? I've done that, and they work well. So yeah, the Nerf Pro darts. Listen here. It's not necessarily the dart themselves. This dart head design is actually really good. The foam quality is decent enough, but they're put together cheaply. The glue is there. There's excess amount of glue on all the edges. There was a glob of glue on one of these that I got. Yeah, exactly. These just too much glue. And again, they are very inconsistent, at least for me. I've tested them in the Nexus Pro X. The only one they seem to be actually consistent in, weirdly enough, is the Maxim Pro, but that's the only one. Everything else I've used, they're not consistent. And that's the thing. Why is there a leaf in my Nerf dart bin? We're going to drink more tea. But yeah, I'm returning it. I mean, every other Pro flywheeler on the market is probably going to be better than this. Unless you the only reason I could even remotely recommend this is if you like the look and shell of it. That's it. Be back later. All right, General Strife, thank you for joining. What? I don't even get it. But yeah. Anyhow, I'm going to load this again and shoot it again. I haven't had any Nerf Pro darts decapitate, though the glue is definitely stupid and annoying. So yeah, they don't decapitate necessarily, but yeah, people had the Nexus Pro and glazed dart zone so hard that they pulled the Nerf and it's making stuff with terrible quality. And now the Magnum X2 and the Aeon Pro X and the Nexus Pro are good. Look, like here's the thing with dart zone. Dart zone, like has really only started leveling up their game. A lot of their older stuff, even from 2023, had issues. They don't need to compete with Nerf. They already have competed with Nerf. Take more time, refine your products. You don't have to make them super duper cheap, guys. Okay, the Maxim Pro being 40 is nice, but because it was 40, we also had many issues with it. So we're willing to spend $10 extra to make sure the blaster is good. And I think Dart Zone wants to like try to be like, oh, look how cheaper and better we are than Nerf. And in doing that, they end up skipping out on important things. Make your blaster a good product and don't try to necessarily focus on competing with other companies. Just try to make a good product. Same with Nerf. Don't try to outdo Dart Zone, okay? Just focus on quality and people will appreciate it. I don't celebrate Halloween that much. It's not like a thing. I don't really do it that much. If I had to have a costume, I'd dress up as a Lego man. I actually do have a Lego mask, so yeah. But yeah. Gosh, I don't like these angled mags. It makes it a little difficult. I have to like adjust my. And again, I'm not even gonna worry about I can make complaints about the magwell, which is not that great. I can make complaints about the stock being very not well attached. I can make complaints about there's nowhere to rest your trigger finger besides the trigger. I can make complaints that the grip is too big, it's an awkward shape. I'm not really gonna focus on that. I'm just focusing on the issues of it working. Okay. That's what I'm gonna focus on in my review and go after, because yeah. But oh yeah, my Ace of Spades is coming tomorrow, so I'll do a review on that soon. I also got to do a review on the Twist Fury. I got to do a review on the Mirage. I got to do a review on the Maxim. I got to do a review on this. I got to do a review on that and another thing. And oh, I'm like, I wish I could just pump out reviews and not have to do all the work, but that's lazy. But yeah. What do you want to see me review next, though? This is the time to submit in chat. What blaster do you want me to review? I am not reviewing... Guys, listen to me. I will not review either of the Siren Springers. Mention any other blaster that you want to see me review next, and if there's a consensus, I will review it. I will not review a single... I will not have I will review a single Siren Blaster besides the Blink. Okay. APX, Aeon Pro X, Nexus Pro X, Venom Pro, Desperado Solo, MK2, MK2.1, Thunderbolt, Spectrum, Omnia Gen 3, Outlaw, Striker 2.0, Villainator. I think they have more hits than misses. And I would agree with that. And again, I don't really fault them for a lot of the 2020 stuff. People complain about some things. Like the Villainator, the biggest problem I have with the Villainator is darts just fall out of it if they're slightly used. But again, I don't mind. What I really don't like is when Dart Zone has quality control issues and people ignore it. It makes me upset. You can complain about the mag release on the Spectrum or the trigger or the rev trigger on the Spectrum. The Spectrum is still a blaster that works and works well that you can modify. The Villainator still works and works well, and you can modify that. A lot of these blasters work and do their job, and that's fine. When a blaster doesn't do its job, though, a lot of people complain about the Outlaw because it has a weird hammer setup. Whatever. But what I don't like is when a blaster. I don't mind weird quirks of a blaster. Okay, they may not be for everyone, but I don't mind it. Again, It's when the thing doesn't work. The Omnia Gen 1 and Gen 2 are both great examples. The Gen 2 is kind of a big deal. The Gen 2 failed. It didn't work perfectly. Their second gen, the Omnia, was a kind of a flop. The MK3, as good as it is, has a big issue of burning out. Even the newer ones do. One you pointed out, the MK2, it's a good blaster, but the catch is notorious for breaking. These are like issues that you want your blaster to work. You shouldn't have to fix them within a couple years of purchase. That doesn't, it's not good. But like, yeah, I generally agree. Dart Zone has more hits than misses, but their misses shouldn't be ignored, and too many people are ignoring them. I mean, like even the original, you get what I mean. I'll say probably Ace of Spades. Stockade. I'm begging for a modern Stockade review. Okay, well, I'm already doing the Ace of Spades. Get the review of the XXL Bazooka specifically before you go. Oh, I gotta see that. Deuce Pro. Yeah, the Deuce Pro is a bad one. Unfortunately, I hate that it was. I'll do a Stockade Nerf Archives episode pretty soon. But yeah. But I'm trying to be unbiased. I used to be a little bit more biased, but I've been getting more unbiased about stuff. We're giving Nerf so much crap for their mistakes, and we'll ignore Dart Zone's mistakes. We'll be like, well, Dart Zone, it's weird for me, and I don't understand why we ignore any mistakes in any company makes should be acknowledged and should be fixed. Dart Zone has issues with not making their internals that sturdy or that good, which I hate. I want them to be good. I want them to succeed. But in order to succeed, they need to listen, and they're not listening. So I'm going to keep talking about their issues until I don't see any. This year was their best year, without a doubt. They did some really good stuff this year. Every blaster this year, besides the Maxim Pro and Lancer, those two are not that good. Everything else was fantastic this year. Do a Stockade episode in season 5 or 6. We'll see. Maybe season. It depends. But yeah. But yeah, even same with X-Shot. I give X-Shot a little more grace because really they've only made one big mistake, and that's the long shot plunger tube. But people were willing to ignore it because, like, oh, you can mod it, but you can't recommend the product if it's going to break. You can only recommend it to modders. Man, I downed that tea. But yeah. But no, generally I think Dart Zone does a better job than Nerf these days. It's just that Nerf, I still hoping Nerf sees their ways, because Nerf is taking steps in the right direction. They just need to finish taking those steps. They need to go full force with them. So it's like, I feel like 2025 is going to be the year, the moment of truth. We're going to see, okay, can Dart Zone keep it up? Can they do what they did this year? Ignoring the Maxim Pro and Lancer, can they do what they did this year, but better? Can Nerf take these ideas in series, Nerf Pro, and turn them into something good? There's only one way to find out, and that's to see them do it. The Stockade is genuinely one of the most overshadowed and underrated blasters over the Strife. It came out 3 months after, and again, the Stockade has one issue. I would actually say the Barricade's better than the Stockade, and that is when you consider modding. Same here. I hope if they improve, I love these designs. I want to see more blasters like this, but the problem with the Stockade is like Stockade versus the Strife is way more moddable. Now, if you take the Barricade has better motors than the Stockade. The Stockade has pancake motors, which is what they used in the new Ace of Spades. But the Stockade has pancake motors, which kind of sucks because that means mod potential isn't there as much. The Barricade has much better motors, so you could do a lot more with it. So the Barricade is like a good option when you're looking at them. It just depends on what you're going for. People say, oh, this is better. This is better. I used to be in the camp saying, oh, so many blasters are better than the Strife, or this is better than that. What you got to understand is different things work better for different people. Yeah, always it is about modding because that's like the big thing. When you're talking about a blaster, the Strife, you're gonna bring in modding. Pro stockade with half darts, yeah. But like again, people don't seem to understand. It's not the stockade's better than the Strife. I mean, like here's the thing: you can't. It is a core part of the hobby. Not everyone has to do it. You can still be in the hobby and not mod. Hello, General Strife. I want a yellow barricade with the yellow raider stock. Oh yeah. Um, but again, like you don't have, you can still be, you don't have to mod to be in the hobby. You can never touch the internals of a blaster and still be a hobby in the hobby. And you know, you're no less in the hobby for that. But you also should be able to mod. It just goes back and forth. Oh, the deploys. You need to get a deploy. You need to get a deploy. But again, modding is a big deal with the hobby because there's a lot of blasters that aren't that good, like because they're either outdated or they just aren't good. Modding is a way to make them good. The Strife by itself is kind of boring and bland, but once you mod it, you can make it do anything you want. That's the cool thing about modding is you can make a blaster that you like do whatever you want. Well, you got to consider because, like, again, modding is a big part of the hobby. So you got to when you're talking about the blaster itself, stock. I would still say it just depends on what you're looking for. Like going Strife versus Barricade, just straight up stock. I mean, it just depends. I would probably say the stockade, but it depends. I'd probably use a stockade, get a dart pouch, but then some people prefer to use magazines. And if you want to have cartridges on you to load into the blaster, not have to worry about the hassle loading into a drum in the heat of battle, then the Strife is a better option. It just depends. Also, the Strife is more customizable stock. And so I wouldn't say the stockade's better than the Strife stock. It just depends on what you want. And I don't like that's the big part of things. It's hard. That's why it's hard to do a blaster comparison like that, which because you're taking two blasters that do two different things and fit two different roles or fit two different niches for people. You can't compare that. What you can compare is say a comparison is comparing two similar blasters. So a better comparison would be the Strife versus the what is it called? The Strife versus the Storm Charger or something like that. That's a better conversation because those are two blasters that are trying to achieve the same goal. Taking a stockade and putting it against the Strife. Hello, Giga Chad. Welcome to the chat. We got Giga Chad in the chat. But without the Sonic, why don't Sonic deploys new in box going for 120 on eBay? Dang, that's great. But again, so you have blasters that are two different roles. So like saying this blaster is better than that, you can't really say that. Like again, there's reasons that, like people say these blasters are overrated, but there's reasons they are rated so high, and I wouldn't necessarily say they're overrated. Again, modding is a part of the hobby that can't be ignored because it is one of the big parts of the hobby. And when you were talking about which blaster is better, you have to talk about stuff that it can do better. And if the Strife is better for modding, then you want to talk about the Strife. You're saying, okay, well, if you are looking to mod something, get a Strife. And if you don't worry about modding, well, then it's still up to you because that's still a different discussion. But you still gotta consider all of the reasons the Strife is better than the stockade in this hypothetical scenario. I wonder if Giga Chad's CSG. That'd be funny. And again, that's the case. You gotta take modding into it. You gotta account modding because that is part of the hobby and that is something blasters have. Creativity back, like Tech Target Eliminator, Double Punch. We need brains to bring back the rockets and missiles and targets and the fun of Nerf instead of short dart Springer or flywheel. I actually agree with that. We need a little bit more spice in the hobby and stuff like that. That's why I kind of like blasters like the Outlaw. It was a little different, and I kind of liked it. The Venom Pro is kind of different in its own unique way. Like, you can have different blasters and have them still be short dart. Like, that's not a thing. I do want to see more creativity, and I think Nerf has gotten the more creative side this year. A lot of the in-series stuff is really creative and innovative, and I actually like it. I like that what they did with the Infinite. That is a creative and innovative design. I want to see more of that. This design is innovative. I like that. Roblox rocket launcher is great. Yep, that is one that is fairly recent. It's actually one of the better Roblox blasters. And yeah. What the heck? Oh, wait a minute. I think I know who GigaChat is. Oh, never mind. I thought it was my brother, but it's not. Again, modding is a part of the hobby. It's not for everyone, but it's still there. Here's the problem. People care way too much about the performance, modding, 3D printed stuff, etc. Nerf tubers like Coop, welcome. I mean, they didn't really push it, though. Again, there should be creativity in this stuff. The 3D printed stuff, modding and half darts, those are all essential things in the hobby. Those are key parts of the hobby. They're just as much as the hobby as the other stuff. And these things are important. So I don't think it really ruined anything. It's just the creativity. We can still have again, 3D printed blasters are some of the most creative designs. Like high performance blasters can't I want to see a combination between gimmicks and high performance. We need more of that. And saying one's better or the other is just not right, because most people performance does matter in the battlefield. Like when you're actually using it, if you're not doing as many Nerf wars, it doesn't matter, because you're just, or if you're doing basic Nerf wars, it doesn't matter. But when you're actually in battle, yeah, performance does end up mattering. And that doesn't make a blaster good or bad. It just means they have different roles. A barrel break is a really solid secondary or a really solid pistol only round blaster for basement Nerf wars. The barrel break's going to get you screwed in a Nerf arena, though. So it just depends. Certain blasters have certain roles. None of them are. There's many blasters behind that. Modding will always be important to the hobby, but the moment the original Nexus Pro hit store shelves, modding became less important to the hobby as a whole. I mean, yeah, I would say that. And then again, though, let's say you want to take the Nexus Pro and make it better. And I'm not dissing the Nexus Pro. Nexus Pro was great for its time and all that. But imagine you could still mod the Nexus Pro. It still had some issues because it was the first Pro blaster on shelves. So it had issues. They were still trying to figure out the kinks, and I respect that. But let's say you want to make it better. You can mod it and make it better, which is cool. Modding doesn't have to die with the Pro blasters. It just evolves. Things evolve. Every single review you see about blasters is always about FPS. Well, again, those are important things in reviews. You've got to mention that stuff. It depends. 3D printed stuff can be high quality and it can be low quality. Same here. Having an even mix of gimmicks and competitive blasters are great for variety. Exactly. We don't have to. Performance isn't everything, but it is a key part depending on what you're doing. It depends on what you're doing. We need to bring back stuff like the Unity power system. Yeah, well, we need more. I agree. I'm seeing these cool reviews about this cool looking Nerf gun that was 3D printed. But I want to do it, but I don't have a 3D printer. And that's the thing, but we shouldn't stop making 3D printed blasters. A lot of people can't afford them, but eventually they will be able to. Eventually innovation and technology will get better, and anyone can have a 3D printer, or anyone can buy a 3D printed blasters. Back in my day, we didn't have Nerf. We used to just throw darts at each other. Oh my goodness. Before I did Nerf, we just threw rocks. I'm just kidding. We threw pillows or something. But again, it's not that one's better or something about the hobby is better. These are all necessary things. Especially, it just depends on who. You've got to give recommendations to everyone, which is why you do have to talk about modding, and you do have to talk about performance. Performance does matter in a lot of aspects. Yeah, that's true. We threw Nerf balls like civilized beings. These darn kids these days with their blasters, we used to throw rocks at each other, knock each other out. That's how you really got to tag. But yeah, back in my day, I used to play with Super Soakers. Remember those? Has anyone here actually had a Super Soaker / Nerf Wars? It is the funnest thing ever. And what makes it really hard is that we'd have a rule: if you get any water, if you get any water on you, it counts as a tag. So like it actually made the game a little bit more interesting. But yeah, I want to see. Speaking of Super Soakers, when are we going to get better Super Soaker water blasters? Water blasters have gone downhill. Yeah, but yeah, and people try to make it say like, well, this is better for the hobby, but it just depends on what are you trying to do. And again, like when people say, well, the Strife is overrated. The Strife is overrated if you're not into modding, but if you're into modding, no, the Strife is definitely not overrated. Like that's the point I'm trying to make. OG Super Soaker 50. Oh wow. They are bringing Super Soaker back? No way. Oh, please tell me it's the same one as like the In-Strike Super Soakers. I will Hasbro, take my money. Take all of it. I want to see Super Soakers make a comeback and be good again. We need the Hydro Cannon, guys. Oh, no way. No way. We got T238. Oh, my gosh. Welcome to the chat. Yes, we need more Disc Blasters. Dude, thanks for the comment. Oh, my gosh. Thanks for joining in. It's great to have you here. We literally shot BBs, Roman candles, and other dangerous things at each other. Stop making noise, Bobby. My childhood Super Soakers were from the 2011 series. They were awesome. Oh yeah, those were the best. The In-Strike ones were the best. Dude, but this is the first time I had a Blaster Company comment on a live stream. Thanks for showing up. I feel honored. 90 FPS Stampede store shelves. Oh, that would be amazing. The things I would do for a 90 FPS Stampede. Oh man, but it's great to have you. First time I had a company on the chat. It's just crazy. Okay, yeah, DM the link for sure. But yeah, we need more Disc Blasters. I want to see. Can we get a pro like Vortex style blaster? I miss disc stuff. The Disc Blasters are the coolest. Yeah, this thing's just terrible. Guys, don't get a Cinder, unfortunately. But I'd recommend you guys go check out Beret's video. He's talking about that like a... yeah, but... what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. But check out Beret's video, or Brett. I don't know what's the right way to say it. You see, he calls himself Brett, so I'm going to say his channel's Brett. But I'm just going to call him Brett. But basically, he made a video talking about the there was a pro Disc Blaster like that shot like 150 FPS, and it was a Kickstarter project. It got $100,000, and they were going to make it, and they never did. But I would love to see that. Like, I would like to see Dart Zone do that, or Company tackled that. That would be really cool. I don't know if they have Discord. Yeah.
When?
I'm gonna shoot another mag, and then I'm probably done shooting this thing because I'm getting kind of tired of it. This thing sucks. A bullpup Vortex, that would be cool. Send help. But no, like, because like Vortex was genuinely innovation. It was the rival of its time, and I miss that. Like, Hasbro, bring back Vortex in a good capacity. Don't even have to bring back Vortex. Just bring a Disc Blaster, a foam Disc Blaster. Call it the N-Series Disc or something like that. Do whatever you have to. We just need more discs blasters in the hobby, because I think we've kind of run the course with darts. It'd be really cool. Bro got kidnapped by Nerf. I don't know what to tell you, Hasbro. While you're in the HQ, why don't you see why they're making ask them why they're making all those bad decisions. Oh, Brigo too. Oh yeah, General Strife. Just message me on Instagram. I follow you on there. Or just look at Brickosaurus and then send me your Discord thing. Or just yeah, it's Bricko227 like Out of Idea said. All right, we're gonna shoot this as fast as we can. I immediately failed. Hold on. I'm just gonna do it like this. I can't do the finger thing. We got a jam. We got a jam. Yay. I swear, Nerf Pro is going to make me go insane. This sucks. All right. Can you feel the silence? What? What is that supposed to mean? Also, which way is this blaster supposed to go? Because if it's this way, everything's angled down. But if you angle it like this almost looks like it's correct. Can you see the dark? What is going on? But yeah. Anyway, can you fix the broken? Oh, is he making a poem or something? Here's a funny idea: a 200 FPS vortex blaster. Exactly. Get us a pro vortex. Oh, I want disc blasters. Like teacher, that's like something I really need. What is going on? Oh, is this, are you guys making a song? I'm not well versed in music, so if that's what you're doing, that's hilarious. Do you see that Super Soakers are on Amazon? I know that. Like, what kind of? I think I got it. I'll see. Yeah, but like, let's talk about the nitro shot stuff. So Dart Zone has got a new thing going, nitro shots. Or yeah, I just got your message. Yep. Let's take a look at it. But Dart Zones, what do you think of Dart Zone's nitro shots? For what I hear, they fixed the problem with the Savage Spins cylinder rotating. XP 30, 50, and 100. Really? Oh, I've seen those, yeah. But he'll get chat. I swear, if you start rickrolling me in there, I'm gonna get some. Nitro shot, not nitro socks. But come on, stop messaging me. Other people are messaging me all of a sudden. But what do you think of the Nitro Shot series? They fixed the Omnia, like they literally fixed all the issues with the Omnia, which I really like. They fixed the oh gosh, I'm getting a lot of noises. They fixed the Savage Spin. I really like the new thing. Oh, oh no way! The dunk field, dude, guys, that's sick. That is sick. I don't know if it's showing up too well, but oh, I'm getting those. Oh, I'm getting those. The return of Super Soaker Mags. It looks like the same mag system too. Oh, that looks innovative. That like it looks like a finally not a boring Super Soaker. Hasbro finally made a good Super Soaker. Like that's new and cool looking. This is a moment in history. Pyragon is the best pump grip. You read my mind. Yes, it is amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. I didn't think I'd say that about a Super Soaker. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I'll probably have to end the stream pretty soon because I gotta go. But let me check the price of the Super Soaker thing real quick. Sorry, my phone is so slow. Let's see. Oh, Mir or my $24. Yeah, reveal your identity, please. I need to know this. I don't know if you're a family member or one of my family members or what. Ooh. You're not Brickosaurus227. You're not me. Shh, don't tell him. I'm supposed to. I'm just kidding. But these are the new Super Soakers. Here's a better look. And those are the original Super Soaker mags. I am very much a goober, yes. So, oh, come on. It was showing up. Come on, show up on the camera. I swear, if it's Coop, because like I think Coop has seen one of my videos before. I'm not going to say how I know that, but look at these new things. And yeah, I have a cracked phone, but like those are actually the original Super Soaker mags. That's really cool. $24 too. Guys, I may have to get that. This is just innovative. Anyhow, it's time to go. I got darts to pick up and I gotta leave soon. So yeah. Anyway, guys, because this is not my house. This is a random house that I went into and used their good Wi-Fi because my Wi-Fi sucks. No, I'm just kidding. It's my grandparents' house. But I will see you in the next one. What do I mean by Super Soaker mags? I mean back in the Inch Strike days, Super Soakers had this mag system. Ooh, the Super Soaker stop. Yeah. All right. Bye bye.